What's up guys, it's Brownie, and today we're going to be building Captain America's shield. So I did mention this in my last video, the Flash helmet build, and I did mention that I had the perfect thing, and this is it. I think it came off a hot water system, or like a air conditioning unit or something, I'm not sure, but I did find it lying around the shed, and my dad said I could have it, and sorry about the paint, my little brother did that. But I've already marked out where I'm going to be cutting it because I googled and it turns out Captain America's shield is 2.5 feet long. So I converted that to centimeters and it came up with a 76.2 centimeters diameter. So I've gone and drawn all that on, so I've just got my tin snips. I'm going to try and cut it out with that because this is only aluminium, and if you guys managed to have one that was steel or something else, you could probably use yours as a practical thing as well, you know. But because this is only aluminium, and pretty thin aluminium at that, this is just going to be like basically like a prop. I'll still be putting the straps and stuff on so you can hold it with. I've got this like exercise workout bands thing that I'll be using because it's got like handles and stuff already on it, straps and adjusting pieces. So I'll be using that for the straps, but for now I'm just going to try and cut it out, and I'll let you guys watch. So yeah. Okay guys, so that was a fair bit quicker. I cut it out with the grinder. So that is pretty much done. I've got to clean up the edges, obviously. You can't leave it like that. I'll just grab a pair of gloves so I can pick this up because I think it's still hot, but I'll be back. Okay guys, so I grabbed the glove. There's just one more thing I need to do. Okay guys, so at this point, this is what the shield looks like. I've got to be really careful not to cut myself on it because it's very sharp around the edges, but it's the proper size now, so if you can imagine. So it's a good size. I'm gonna get a metal file and file down the edges so that they're perfectly round and everything. And I'll be getting a little bit of rubber tubing and putting it around the edge so nobody cuts themselves on it. Because again, this is only a prop, not a real weapon. But yeah, so I'll get back to you guys once I've done all. Well, I'll get back to you guys once this is cooled down and stuff. And yeah, cool. Okay guys, so it's definitely cooled now, and I've got these files. I've got 3 because they're different like roughnesses. But while I left it to cool down, my little brother and his mate came along and just decided to spray paint a little bit more on my shield. And yes, they are penises. Really, I'm hating on my little brother right now, but it's all good because it'll get painted over. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. But so what I'm going to go do now, make sure you wear gloves as well because this is really sharp. I can just feel it through the glove almost. Yeah, don't want to cut yourself. So you just take the file and you all of the roughness. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of filing because mine was a really rough cut. If you guys can do a better cut, then you won't have to do as much filing. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and I'll let you guys watch. And I think I'll put earmuffs on because it's a horrible noise. So I pretty much cleaned up this shield around the edges, so it's all cut to size, looking pretty nice. So closer. So yeah, no sharp bits anymore. So now that that's done, I wanted to get onto the star. Now because I've got a hole right in the middle of the shield, I've got a couple holes around it. I can't fully fill them in because I took a look at the size star I wanted and whether it would cover over them, and it won't. But that'll just be something unique about my shield, I guess. But what I've decided to do is I've gotten this thin piece of sheet metal. I just grabbed some random stuff from the rubbish, and I've drawn 5 of these diamond sort of shaped things. This is I did actually print out like a template of the star, and I'll put that up. I'll put that up on the screen so you guys can see it. But what I did was, because this piece wasn't actually big enough to draw the whole star on it, I've decided that I'll draw it in these 5 pieces, and then once I've cut it all out, I'll join it together, and then I'll give it a unique little sort of pattern that you actually sort of get in the movie as well. They've got a pattern like that, but it's sort of engraved. It's not really cut out. And yeah, and I'll be riveting on this shield to attach everything, just because it's the neatest way I can think of, besides glue, and I don't think glue would really hold it very well. So that'll just be another thing that will be unique to this shield. It'll have rivets. This sort of look like Iron Man's Mark II. You see a lot of rivet decoration around the edges of his armor. I think that'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to do that. I'll go ahead and cut these out. I'm going to use the grinder because it's quicker, but anyone who has tin snips can do this. It's pretty easy. Just cut it out. I might even use these if the grinder proves to be too much, but yeah. So I'll just go and do that, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I've finished all the pieces and I've cleaned them up a bit. It took a long while, so I skipped through it for you guys so that you wouldn't have to see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bend these tips so that they sit flat on the shield. I'm going to use rivets to hold it in place, but I'm first going to try and remove those penises, because I'm pondering the idea of doing like the Winter Soldier shield, which wasn't red, white and blue. It was actually just like these like a really light blue and then just the silver. So I'm not fully decided yet, but I'm thinking that would be a cool thing to do, and I'm happy with how the shield's looking right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go think on that, and I'll get back to you guys on what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna focus on the straps. So this mess here is like some fitness equipment stuff I got from Aldi, and it's not brand new, but it's still pretty good. And what I'd like for the handle part that I hang on to, I'd like this soft bit here, this nice handle, but I don't want any of this, so I'm just gonna cut it here and put some just normal strapping through. And I'd like it to be adjustable on the buckle part for your arm, for people that have different sized arms. So I'm going to be using one of these. They're pretty heavy duty, adjustable. You can pull the strap through. Yeah, so they'll be good. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to use. It'll be pretty simple. There's plenty of stuff here for me to use, so I'm just going to cut this up. Okay guys, so that should almost do it there. So I've got this nice bit of strapping. This is what I'll use because it's pretty good stuff. And I've got the buckle, so I'll use that. That'll be good. So we've got that. We've got the strapping we want, and now I'll cut this soft bit off. And we should just be able to pull this out. So now we've got this handle, which is what I'll use. And the rest I don't really need for this build, but I may want it for some other builds, so I'm going to hang on to it. But yeah, so we've got a good length. So now we're going to need to cut a little bit, because I'm going to use rivets to keep all this in place. I don't care if it shows on the shield, because I think the shield's it's my take on it, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool either way. So I'm pretty happy with that. So the buckle is gonna go like there, and the hand, you're gonna be able to strap your arm into it. So I'm just gonna go draw up a little plan of how I'm gonna do that. I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've drawn some dots on the star points, and these are going to be where the rivets are going to go. And also, while I was thinking about the strapping, so this is sort of what I was thinking. Get something like this. This is some good strap stuff, so that'll be adjustable. And I've got this little rubber thing here that I also took off this the fitness equipment, just to tuck this into the excess bit so it doesn't stick out. So that will get riveted down onto the shield, and then on this side as well, so then it's adjustable through this strap. And the handle will be pretty simple, just rivet it down with a bit of strapping going through at each side, just enough so you can slip your hand in there and hold. But yeah, and also while I was thinking about that, I went and cleaned up the shield a bit, got the penises off of it. So yeah, happy with that. I'm gonna buff it later, because I was thinking for the paint job I'm gonna do the Winter Soldier paint job, where it's just it's got this light blue sort of thing going on instead of the red, and it's got silver instead of where the white is. So I'll do that. And this is the paint I was thinking about using. It's only gloss. I'd prefer metallic, but that's all I've got, so I'm gonna use this. I still think it'll come up pretty good, and yeah, it'll just lessen the cost. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much, but I'd rather keep this cheap. So yeah, what I'm gonna go do now is drill these holes so that we can put rivets through. I'm using a 2.5mm drill bit. I'll probably use a 3mm, because that's how big the rivets are, I think. About that, 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, I'm just gonna use that, go over to the drill press and let you guys watch. Okay guys, so now the holes are all drilled, and just line up the star where you want it to go, and then you're going to take a permanent marker and you're going to draw dots. You're going to put it through all the holes to draw dots so that you know where to drill on the shield. Okay, so I'll just go and do that. Okay guys, so all the holes are drilled, as you can see. So now I'm going to stick the rivets through them, and the star will be attached. So yeah, looking forward to that. Be back in a second. Okay guys, so it's all finished. I've riveted it in. So there's all the rivets. It's looking pretty neat and tidy, I think, anyway. I couldn't do anything about these holes. I'll think about them later, if I bother to even do anything about them. Doesn't really bother me that they're there, but so this is the untidy side, I guess you could call it. So I'm probably going to cover up some of these little nubs with a bit of foam, mainly because that's where your arm's going behind there, so you don't want to hurt yourself on it, don't want it to be uncomfortable. But yeah, it's starting to look pretty sick, I think, anyway. But yes, I'm excited, and next we're just going to rivet the straps and stuff on, and then we'll be ready for painting. So getting pretty close to finished. Painting will probably be in the next video, so I'll just finish the straps and then we'll be done. But yeah guys, cool, I'll just get on to that. Okay guys, so now we're doing the straps. So what you're going to want to do so that you can rivet these onto the shield is you put the buckle in between here. I've cut this a little bit, and to rivet it on you need a piece of metal that you can actually like put the rivet through. It won't just stick through the strap. So I'm going to cut out 4 of these. I've got one now. Grind them down, make sure they're not sharp, and then that will be riveting. Here's a good example if I can just find the strap. Here it is. Okay, so yeah, here's the buckle, and you just put this through it, and then you have to rivet there. And that will be part of the shield. So yeah, I'm gonna go do these and let you guys watch. Okay guys, so I've set up the strap for the forearm, the one that goes there. So I just burnt the ends of these together with a lighter. They could probably come apart, but they won't need to. I just wanted to do that to hold it together, because one of these plates is going to go on the end, and we'll put rivets through there. And same with over here. Put a rivet in there to strap it down. This adjusts by pushing that in. You pull that out, slide it forward. So, yep, so that holds it down. But yeah, no problem, it's good. It's really good actually, I'm happy with it. So yeah, all I've got to do now is rivet that on, so I'm going to drill some holes with the drill into there and into the shield, then we'll put rivets through. I'll just draw where I want those to go. Alrighty guys, so the strapping is all finished, as you can see. So the handle's not adjustable, but this is all adjustable for people's forearms because everybody has a different size. All this is still pretty untidy underneath the shield. All the rivets are still showing, which is fine, but I'll probably cover those up with some like foam or something to protect my arm when I put it in. I did accidentally mess up and drill an extra hole just above there, as you can see. But I'll try and fix that up, and haven't fully decided what I'll do with it yet. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'll just show you guys what it looks like when I wear it. You also might think it looks a bit big, and it actually is the correct size to what the comics say. They say it's 2.5 feet, so it's actually the right size. But the movie version is a bit smaller. This is the comic book version. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Fits my arm really well. Go like that. So as I said, it will be a prop shield, but still, I think it looks pretty cool. Anyway guys, that's all for this video. I hope you liked the part 1 of the Captain America shield build. It is looking pretty cool, I reckon. I'm happy with it. Next video, I'll be painting, buffing, doing that sort of stuff. I'll put a clear coat on, because I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep the stripe like a metallic colour instead of white. The star will be white, I have a blue circle, but we're doing the Winter Soldier paint job, so it's going to be like a faded light blue sort of thing that I'll sand down to make it look roughed up and stuff. But I'm pretty happy with it. Hope you guys look forward to the next video. Hope you guys like this one. Thanks for watching. If you did like this video, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave any comments that you'd like to make on my videos. I'm open for suggestions for any builds that you'd like to see. And yeah, thanks guys. See ya.